If you're under 18, please tune out and don't watch this show. We cover some controversial stuff.
Such as boobs.
And tits.
Cunts.
And Hi, I'm Azaria.
Hi, I'm Emmy.
And welcome to Lock-In! Where we come to suck your blood.
What did he say?
And I'm not talking about once a month. I mean, what?
Oh,
no! Okay, gentlemen, I have a couple of questions. It's nightlife etiquette, okay? And I feel by the looks of you...
It's still nighttime.
It's still night. I know, but even later nighttime etiquette. All right, we've got this from the production team. If you are offered cocaine, does that mean you should give the person some cash in return? What's expected?
Well, I think, yeah, I believe so. But I think some people, we call them seagulls, where if you have something and they're all, they follow you into the bathroom and then all, like 5 of their mates come and you're kind of like, oh, I thought we were just having a sacred moment. All of a sudden half of the bar is in the bathroom. I think the bar staff will know what's up, and that's not a good etiquette. And that's something that I know if I was to do the drug, yes, like, and yeah, I think that's a key point of having etiquettes and boundaries. And I think when people are rookies, they're kind of like, I like drugs, I also like pizza and sex. It's just like, and they just kind of go towards something like a moth to the flame and not really understand like that, you know, it costs money, a lot of money.
However, if you're being offered, I mean, you're not, I don't go up to someone and offer something expecting some sort of like monetary recompense.
Thank you.
However, if I am offered a fucking bump, of course, or if someone was to be offered a bump, you'd think it'd be the right thing to do to offer a couple of, maybe a coin or two in return.
I don't know. I'm thinking of this like a buffet sandwich or a drink. Like, we're a very Generation Y, Generation X, we're millennials, okay? And we're a very generous, forth-giving environment. And like, when someone does buy you a drink, you're not going to be like, oh, I bet, like, you know what I mean? I just think accept it gracefully and sort of make account of that later on for future investments. I actually think giving them money for something like that, unless you're like taking the whole 8 ball, is offensive.
Yeah.
And well, I think when you, I think when, you're right. When someone's offering you, you take it, and it's like, I was talking. I went straight into the dark hole of the seagulls, and like, you know, there's an etiquette of like sharing. When you're offered, accept the line. You don't have to, like, you know, the person likes you. They want to have a ceremony with you, crouch over a plate, worship Jesus, or whatever it is that you do in the bathroom, or on a table.
I want to go to the
toilet
girl with you.
I mean.
Okay. Is it a little bit like that message of Christmas? Like, it's all about the giving as opposed to...
And you can
have a white Christmas in Australia in summer. Don't tell me how to do that.
Okay, all right, good.
Andy and Leeroy, that was freaking awesome.
Thanks.
Thank you guys so much for coming to hang with us in the Lock-In.
No worries.
So Andy, a lot of people consider you a real stalwart of the Sydney live scene. I mean, you've played pretty much every venue there is to play here in Sydney. It's obviously changed a lot. We've lost a lot of venues, especially over the past couple of years. I mean, what's your take on live music in Sydney at the moment? Is it in trouble, or?
Look, there's a lot of musicians there that really want to make it work, you know, and there's a lot of great venues coming up now. You've got the Lansdowne, you've got the Botany View, you've got the Lady. You've just got all these great venues that are popping up now and doing really great things to try and really kickstart it back up. I don't think we have a problem like with live music. You know, the world's going to change, but people always need music.
Yeah. Leeroy, I wanted to ask you as well, because I heard whispers that you have previously toured with the great Willie Nelson.
That's true.
Now, you got to have some stories from that. what were some of the highlights of that experience?
Just travelling on the bus from venue to venue, seeing how it
Tons of reading.
Yeah,
Just mountains
that's
of
right.
info.
I've got a lot of stories, but I've forgotten them all. Yeah.
What's it like to hang with the great man?
Oh, he's just a super lovely guy. Yeah, just sweetest man, and just very generous. You know, he sort of asked me to get up and sing some backing vocals and things like that, and yeah, it was a really fun time. All sorts of interesting people get on the bus and off the bus at different times. You know?
Was this United States?
Yeah, yeah. So.
Is there anything about him as a person that people would find surprising? Like, does he have any weird, like, little habits or like interests that?
He doesn't drink, eh?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't drink.
Oh.
Yep.
Just smokes the reef.
Smokes
Shit.
all day, every day.
I suppose he's just very funny. You know, he's got a great sense of humour. So, I'd say that was surprising that he was just kind of making everyone laugh like constantly, and
Yeah.
keeping that sort of energy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is it like a bit of like a dad vibe?
Well,
Dad, an
you know,
unruly
just
father.
like a.
It's funny
just
'cause
like
Leeroy's
cracking
a
dad
bit-
jokes.
yeah,
Leroy's the dad in our group.
Oh,
yeah, that's
We call him
right.
Dad.
Is it?
Because he's got all the dad jokes. You
Does
know?
he discipline you?
No, fuck no.
I
He's just
suppose-
got the dad jokes.
Yeah, I mean, in the sense that he makes up all his own jokes.
Yeah.
Then yeah, you know.
Well, dudes, let's get back to talking about music because, I mean, you guys obviously have this really unique sound going on. But what I want to know is, we were talking about before with the banjo and everybody asking you to play Deliverance. Are there any, like, do you guys ever encourage...
That happens?
That happens.
Of course it happens.
He was like, don't ask me to play Deliverance.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh. But yeah, is there anything else that you do like to play, or any like pop songs or that we would know that translates sort of well to the Americana style to banjo?
Leroy has put forth an idea, which is really fantastic.
Yeah,
a really
we want to
great
hear
idea.
it.
Tell us.
A bit of a pipe dream, but you know, it's all Bon Jovi banjo covers called Banjovi.
Banjovi.
It would be called Banjovi.
That is amazing.
Said it
All
here
right,
first.
said it here first. I get copyright. Banjo.
Banjovi. It's a thing. It's wild.
Can you play us any Bon Jovi songs on banjo?
Well,
right now?
there's the obvious.
Oh, it's so good. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Well, yeah, thank you so much again for coming in to hang with us here in Lock-In. Just, I guess, is there anything else that you guys have coming up that you'd like to let us know about?
Oh, we're heading to Nashville in mid-September, which is really
exciting.
exciting. Americana Fest, and then New York for Mondo. And then we have a record coming out next year, which is really good. And we've got a couple of tracks coming out really soon.
Thank you, friends.
Thanks, man. Cheers.
Ryan, my man.
Hello.
Chinglish TV.
Yep, nailed it.
Right on. So I've been sitting with you for 2 seconds, and already I think we've dispelled the myth that gamers are geeks, just on sheer appearance.
Pretty nerdy. So
Yeah. What on earth got you in the gaming world, bro? Because I know that you kicked off as a bouncer at a lot of hardcore gigs and such.
yeah. It was sort of by chance. Like I moved to Canada, and being in Australia, we have really bad internet, but over there the internet's quite good. And I was already quite a good player, and I was a part of like a really big guild in World of Warcraft, and the opportunity came up to be a part of like an organisation, and I was really, really lucky. It sort of just took off from there. I was like, all right, yeah, I'll do it. And then they became quite big on YouTube, and then there was a lot of other streamers. And it was sort of easy for me to transition because I would meet other streamers, and these guys were like really well known in the gaming world already. And for me, because I came from like a band background, I would meet these guys that play computer games, and I'm like, yeah, whatever, bro.
So
I
there
wasn't
is
like
fanfare around gamers. The
Absolutely, yeah.
Groupie gamers, gamer groupies.
Absolutely.
Fuck a duck.
Absolutely. Like if you go to Korea, it's the same as if Justin Bieber turned up. Like if a League of Legends team is there and a Korean pro player turns up, like if Fake is there, he's on a $7 million a year contract with the team. So like there'll be people waiting at the airport. There'll be people there like screaming with signs and stuff like that. Like it's They play. There was a competition at Madison Square Garden not too long ago, packed out. All that sort of stuff. So
All right, Ryan, level with me.
okay.
The gamers get pussy.
Yes. Well, like well-known gamers, they get a lot of attention from girls because they know that there's a lot of money in it, and the girls get a lot of attention from guys as well. The pro gamer girls. I would say that a lot of the normal gamers don't really have my appearance, and they're probably not as fucked up as I am in the head. They're not out there choking girls and spitting in their mouth. But like for me personally, but like yeah, you just
You
see,
just
like,
gave
a
away
lot
your
of
party
guys,
trick,
yeah,
man.
I got plenty more behind curtain one. Yeah. No, but like
He's a wild beast. He's going to change it up and hold hands and watch a sunset.
that's I'm an emotional guy though, so yes,
Yeah.
I will. But no, like a lot of
Ladies, he's a very emotional guy. Treat him very well. Open up like a flower.
But yeah, a lot of like the young gamer guys, like they do get a lot of attention. They obviously like some of them do come from very like they were the nerdy guy growing up, so they might not know what to do as much with
Yeah.
the girls, but they're definitely the attention's definitely there if they want it.
And
so
practice makes
The girls
perfect,
know
I
what to
hear.
do.
That's
So
right.
That's all right.
So so do the guys sometimes, vice
Yeah.
versa.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
Yeah,
right.
and I would assume that they've done their training watching some things online anyway.
that's
so,
right. You practice as much as you can. So
Yeah.
Yeah, to see what's out there.
See what's out there. Step up to the challenge, brother. You can get away with face tats in this game, obviously.
yes and no. Yes and no. So there is a lot of companies like, and I think we'll definitely see over the next couple of years tattoos are going to start affecting the gaming industry a little bit more. Because you're looking at multi-million dollar, multi-billion dollar companies getting
Affecting
behind.
in a negative light.
Yeah, I think so. Like, it's not so much now, but like, I think over the next few years, because you're looking at brands like Coca-Cola and multi-billion dollar industries that are now getting behind esports and now getting behind these companies or getting behind sort of gaming organizations, I think there's going to be a bit of a stigma between, and we're talking like, if you've got a sleeve, it's a little bit different than having your face and head tattooed, right? So it is unfortunate, but I think that now it's becoming such a big thing when you've got like competitions like this weekend for $25 million, $10 million for first place. There is going to be that sort of corporate side where they don't really want some dude with like, hey, I'm McDonald's, and then there's me with like head and face tattoos. You know, what I mean?
The
So-
stakes are massive.
absolutely.
Tell us, like, what's your greatest war story, your greatest tour story? Just sum it up.
For gaming?
For gaming, rock and roll, your experience as a bouncer, your
There's
experience
a
as
lot
a
of-
liver on this world.
There's a lot of war stories.
He's seen what you can see the pain in his
there's,
eyes.
there's a lot of things. I think like I would say like a story. It's not a happy story by any means. I think the perception of why Twitch is used is really really wrong, and it gets warped a lot. Like,
Can you
there's a lot of
explain to us what
interviews.
Twitch is, firstly?
So
just
Twitch.tv is a program where people can watch you play computer games. He has donated an insane amount of money to me, being realistic, right? So he lost his wife and his son in a car accident.
Right.
They were killed by a drunk driver, and he sort of closed off to the entire world. And he didn't want to be a part of anyone else in his family, and he sort of like locked himself away from everyone. And his thing was he was going to start watching Twitch because he heard about it. And so he started watching people play, and he was like, he would join these really big channels with like 30,000 viewers, and he would type in the chat and it would just get lost, right? Because it's 30,000 other people typing,
Right.
and it would just get lost and scroll past. So that made his depression even worse. But then he found a really small channel, and he went in there, and from what my understanding is now, he was actually went into a channel when he was on the way to go and do something bad. He was going to go and hurt himself because he couldn't do it anymore. And he was on his way to go and do something about it, and he typed into someone's chat and he said, hello. And the guy that was streaming responded and said, hey man, how's your day? And that's all it took. It was just that one little interaction with someone that wasn't like a family member that didn't understand what was going on with him.
A
and didn't
moment's
ask him,
humility.
like, that's all it took. And then he started watching Twitch a lot more, and then he found my channel and found other people's channel. And that's what Twitch was to him.
Found
so
you.
I think the perception that like Twitch is just about like money, or I could have told like a funny story or something. I'd rather people hear
that's
that Twitch is not just like a thing where people log on, it's like some girl with her bosoms out, or some guy, you know, like really good at a game. There's other reasons to watch Twitch. So,
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Greater meaning.
That's,
Well,
that's an inspirational story. Thank you, Ryan,
no worries.
and
Thanks,
for
brother.
being
Cheers,
joining
man.
us in the lock-in.
Yeah, sorry, I got
Have
real
a-
sad.
No, it's not. No,
yeah,
that's
just don't do it
it's
again.
about
No worries.
being realistic.
Yeah.
All right.
Groupies.
Let's go grab a Coca-Cola.
Yeah, spit in some girl's mouth.
Alison Michalk, thank you for joining me for a drink. You are like key woman mogul persona of Quipp, which is Australia's biggest social media company. However, you are also from the ROM's tour manager, and working backwards, you started Blunt magazine back in the day. Like, dude, that's an awesome introduction for one. But getting back to what you're doing now, Quipp, can you just hit me up with some of your biggest clients so people know what we're talking about?
So with Coke, Origin, AGL, Seek, realestate.com.au, and lots of non-profits like Beyond Blue, Sane, Reach Out, Movember. Clients like that.
Man, that's beautiful. And I love that we've got like a traditionalist punk rock chick running the show as well.
I love it too.
Now, also, I do believe that I've got a lady friend skateboarder in the mix.
This is true. I've been skating very badly for a very long time.
I don't know. When did you start?
Probably when I was about 14, so I wish it had been sooner, but
you
you
had more
know.
balls than me. Did you have like originally that big old board with the tail brake on the back? That was my first thing. I think I had a Panther on the front.
No, but I had a boyfriend whose dad owned a skateboard shop, which was like the best thing ever. So yeah, that was pretty awesome. I did have some good boards back in the day.
Isn't it funny how your standards just change? Like when I was a teenager, I was
maintained
like,
that.
is he in a band? Does he have a skateboard? Does he live in someone's shed? Fuck, like, you know what I mean? But Dad, who owns a skateboard shop, that's
Actually,
really cool.
I skated to his house once. It was down this massive hill, and I sort of stacked, when you try and outrun your board, and then you stack it, and then the board came and hit me in the head, and then I got to his house, and I just knocked on the door, and his dad opened the door, and they were like, oh my God, and took me into the bathroom, and like I think his mum was putting like just straight Dettol on my wounds, and then I fainted, and I fell into the bath and like smashed my head on the tap, so it was pretty great. And his band was playing that night, so I said, I'm fine, I'm totally fine to go to the show.
But also, seriously, skateboard mum, wherever you are, you dilute that shit. Dettol is like...
Like straight Dettol on a wound, like just the smell of it is probably what made me pass out.
That's like getting the
but anyway.
soldering iron out. We're like, well, no, we're just going to stick to that. Do you find as well, like as you're skating now past your 20s, when you fall, it's you get this moment, like not life flashing before your eyes, but you're like, all of my bones are gonna crack now, and it's almost like a shatter effect.
Yeah, well, I stacked on New Year's Day. I was skating with my sons. I got 2 sons, and yeah, definitely a few days later, I was like, oh, I'm so sore. Like I only like just sort of like wounded my arm, but it's just the hit. So yeah.
Well, medieval times we should legally be dead now. So I feel like it's kind of like we're skating corpses. I feel like there's a solidarity there. And how do you find skatepark culture now compared to what it was in the 90s?
Well, there's way more girls skating, which is awesome, and like lots of 3-4-year-olds. I love that whole pink hat posse thing; is amazing. I wish that had existed.
The pink helmet posse, which is funny, but
yeah,
you have to let it slide.
Yeah, so I think it's great though. Like it's a pretty awesome hashtag. But I don't know. I always found it relatively supportive when I skated. Like I would have. I don't know. I didn't cop a lot of flack skating there, and I used to skate at Vertex out at Padstow, which was an indoor skate park. And I always just, found dudes were pretty cool and were pretty helpful and stuff. So, but yeah, it's good that there's more girls skating now for sure.
It's so good. Yeah. And the community's just like so much kinder, I think, now, even if you do rock up in the pads. But Alison, it's really nice to have another lady in the mix.
Well, we'll have to have a skate.
Oh, no, we'll have to have a skate. Thank you very much for coming in and talking to me.
Thanks for having me.
All right, question 2. I'm going to go for, all right. How pure is Sydney cocaine? And if not pure, what else is going into it?
Well, every dealer will tell you how great their shit is. And I think, it always goes through many hands, even before it comes into the country. And then when it's in the country, people are making money and obviously are stretching it out and probably facilitating their own addictions as well for that, not just making money.
So what, they're scraping off for themselves and then
Scrape
filling
it off,
it
and with Coke, they'll cut it with casting sugar because it's a similar kind of grain to the Coke, and then also with ketamine, it's creatine,
That's
which is
a horse tranquilizer.
Which is the workout formula, because that is conducive with the grain of
They do,
ketamine
they
and
do
blah, blah,
say
blah.
though that
And
like, placebo effect has equal importance in efficaciousness in how you actually respond, and this can be prescribed medicinally even. You can give people things that appear to be like an anxiety drug or whatever, but it's in fact like a sugar pill, and so you pop the sugar pill and just that little mind thing will...
Is it the rescue remedy?
Rescue remedy, and so I would
yeah.
think if I was fucking flying, if I was snorting a bump of sugarcane, that's been emulsified into like a powder formula or whatever, I'd probably still get that.
Yeah, so you're saying, the process is, and the ritual can give you the
Well, they do
placebo.
say sugar is the real
Well,
killer.
this is what they say, and these, I'm not coming from a science-based background. Apparently, placebo does play an effect. So if you're snorting something under the impression it's cocaine, even if it is not, I still believe you're probably going to get some sort of lift.
I think people in Sydney or in Australia in general are used to watered down stuff, and so when they do get the pure stuff, which, I guess you got to know someone that gets off the boat or whatever, they're like, oh, what's this? This is not Coke, because they're used to like a watered down version of it.
Off the boat.
And so, which is a term of something.
Well, that's a shame.
One more darling down this cheap hotel I got. $22 I can't feed myself. Know the feeling when you're going down. I got a hungry-eyed man, can't control myself. Oh baby mama, come on now. Oh baby mama, help me, yeah. And I don't know the reasons why I hurt myself. No, 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 no. And I've been working on the factory line, and I've been kicking shit my whole young life, and I've been doing the best to break my spine. Know the feeling when you're gone, I've been lost your stride. Oh baby mama, come on now. Baby mama, help me out. Oh baby mama, come on now. Baby mama, help me out. Oh baby mama, come on now. Baby mama, help me out. Oh baby mama, come on now. Hey baby mama, help me out. One more battle down this cheap hotel I got. 22 reasons why I hate myself. Know the feeling when you're going down. I got it, a hungry-eyed man can't control my health. Oh baby mama, come on now. Oh baby mama, help me out. And I don't know the reasons why I hurt myself. Nah, 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 nah. And I've been working on the factory line, and I've been kicking shit my whole young life. And I've been doing the best to break my spine. Know the feeling when you gone, I've been lost your stride. Oh, baby mama, come on now. Baby mama, help me out. Oh, baby mama, come on now. Baby mama, help me out. Oh, baby mama, come on now. Baby mama, help me out. Oh, baby mama, come on now. Hey, baby mama, help me out. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. All right. Oh, baby mama, come on now. Baby mama, help me out. Oh, baby mama, come on now. Baby mama, help me out. Oh, baby mama, come on now. Baby mama, help me out. Oh, baby mama, come on now. Yeah, baby mama, help me out. All right.
Our traditional end of the lock-in, slap shots. Oh, yeah, baby. Line up. Try again. Yeah, yeah. I think I'm gonna keep this one. I'll see you guys later.